Hello everyone, today we will learn about the dynamic plotting of graph in Python. So first of all, what is dynamic plotting? Dynamic plotting means the coordinates will be plotted on graph dynamically, means you can say the value or the coordinates will be plotted only if a condition is satisfied, or you can use any time interval, means you can specify the value will be plotted only after this interval of time. So it's up to you, you can make changes accordingly. And so let's start with the plotting. So first of all we will create a Python file. So first of all we will import Matplotlib library, because I will be using this library. You can use other libraries also, like Cbon, etc. So first of all, what we are going to do is we will plot a simple graph, and then we will plot a dynamic graph. In simple graph, we will be passing all the x and y coordinates at the one time, and in dynamic plotting, we will be passing values only when a specified condition is satisfied, or you can use any time interval, means the value will be passed, or value will be plotted only after a certain interval of time. So now I have imported the library, and now I will import pandas library, because I will take data from a CSV file. Now I will store my data in this variable data, and pd.read CSV, and here I will specify the path of my CSV file. You can use your own data, and you can specify x and y values on your own instead of using CSV file. It's up to you. Now you can see the file has been imported successfully, and now I will use only first 50 rows of this data. So here in this file you can see there are many columns, but I will be using this age column. So for this I will take age column up to 50 through, and to create x array or list, I will use for loop, and now I have created x and y list, and I will pass this list to my function plt.plot. It will plot the graph using these coordinates, and last is plt.show. It will display our graph. Here I have made a mistake. Now if I run this, you can see the graph has been plotted successfully, and it is the simple line chart. You can use scatter plot and bar graph. It's up to you. I can show you a scatter plot also. The values will be highlighted. So if I use this plt.scatter, it will highlight the values in the form of circle, you can see. So now we are done with the simple plotting, and we will do a dynamic plotting. So first of all we will import matplotlib animation. Now I will create instance of this class animation. So for that I will use animation dot func. I will be using this animation dot func animation. It will help us to plot dynamic graph. It will create a kind of animation. So it seems to be an animation, but it is a dynamic plotting. So now we have to specify plt.gcf, which means it will clear the current figure, and then we have to specify the function which will be called after every specified interval of time. So here interval will be, you can choose any value. Here I am choosing 1500 millisecond, which means 1.5 second. So, and here I have to specify the name of the function, draw. So yeah, I will be making a function def draw function graph. So you can use any you can create your own function, and you make sure that the name will be same here. And now a variable I has to be specified while making this function. And now I will comment this, and this. So now we will be creating our x and y list dynamically. So here x dot append, I will be using a count variable which will store the value which will get incremented when this function draw graph will be called. So here I have to specify it as a global variable, and then count is equals to. So now this variable count will be incremented by 1 when every time this function draw graph will be called. So I want to append this count variable in next array, and y I want to append my data from age column, and I have to I want to append only one value at a time. So I have to specify the value which will be stored in this variable. Like if I want to append only first index value, so I have specified this variable count which will store the index value. And now I will use plt.cla. So this plt.cla function is used because it will clear the current access, and then we will specify plt.plot, and now we will plot the x and y coordinates. And here plt.gcf means get current figure, means if a figure is not specified or it has not been created, then a new figure will be created, and on that figure your graph will be updated after every specified interval of time. So now comment this part also, and if you run this now you can see the graph is plotting dynamically. So in this way you can perform dynamic plotting, and you can use other graph also like bar graph and scatter plot also. It's up to you, and you can use other libraries also. And if I use plt.scatter here, now you can see that I have introduced a scatter plot also in this same plot, and it makes it more easy to understand. So you can explore documentation of this matplot library and use other functions also. It's up to you. You can extend your plot. And now here one thing you can also do is you can specify a specific condition. You can, like I want to plot my graph only if this count variable is divisible by 3. So you can use any condition. I am just using a random condition here. to show you how does it work. So now you can see whenever this condition is satisfied, only then this graph will be plotted. So now here you can see that it is taking too much time because the condition is not satisfying. The condition was not being satisfied, that's why it is taking too much time to plot each value. And in this way you can specify any condition, it's up to you, it's according to your condition. And in same way you can use the other libraries also, it's up to you. And that's all for now. Thank you.